Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. New brewery alert on the channel. I always say it, love when that happens. Topa Brewing. They are up north, Ventura. Why are we reviewing this? I don't know. This is Blue Heaven, West Coast IPA. It says it's a fucking Dodger beer. I don't really hate things in life, but I hate the Dodgers. Grew up in Northern California. I'm a Giants fan. I hate all things Dodgers. But you know what? My man Daniel sent this beer, and I want to check it out. This is a Purely Label West Coast IPA, 6.5% alcohol by volume. It's funny because it shows tasting notes, but one of the tasting notes it says is honeysuckle. Who the fuck knows what honeysuckle tastes like? What, honeysuckle? Really? Come on. What are we doing? Yeah, so Topa, I've never had anything from them. Nothing says spring like the boys in blue. Oh, come on. Taking the field on a beautiful day at Chavez Ravine. I've never been to Dodger Stadium. I told myself I was never going to go there after all the stuff happened with, what was his name? Brian Stowe? There was like this whole thing where the dude got like, it was crazy. There was a fight, and I don't want to be a Giants fan going to a Dodger game and like having people like, yeah, it's just not worth it to me. So whatever. I don't need to talk about my Dodger hate. I fucking hate the Dodgers. But I'm stoked to check this beer out. This beer had a canned on date, but it's smudged. I don't know when this was canned. It says something 1824. So, I mean, time of recording, we're in August. So it could be June 18th. It could be July 18th. I mean, I guess it could be April 18th. I don't know. It's within the 3-month range, I guess. I don't know. It's smudged, so I love checking out new breweries. Although I hate the Dodgers. It's fine. You guys probably do too. Who likes the Dodgers, really? Actually, my man Nick is a big Dodger. He's the only, well, my other buddy Todd is a Dodger fan that I like, but everyone else, like, I don't like you if you're Dodger fans. The Giants-Dodgers rivalry is the best one ever. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. So, this beer looks awesome. It looks like a West Coast IPA. It's got a little bit of like a gold hue to it. It might look darker on camera just because we're sitting in a red video game. Almost 2 fingers. Finger and a half, bright white head. It is sudsy, it's marshmallowy, but plenty of carb in the glass. I love that. This doesn't... I was seeing if it would show the hops. This is a cool... the can art's cool. This is like the outfield scoreboard at Dodger Stadium. It's got the Dodger dog on it. It doesn't say the hops, but it gives us the tasting notes of honeysuckle. Do you think it smells and tastes like honeysuckle? Probably. So much honeysuckle. This smells like an old school West Coast IPA, which is cool. It's plenty hoppy. It's piney. It's earthy. It's dank. But it smells sweet. It's got a good, like, solid malt backbone to it. It smells maybe like... It almost smells like... when you get the, like, the mixed... You buy, like, the mixed fruit. Oh, like a fruit tray from a store. What's the green one? Like, it's not... Is that honeydew melon? It's something like that. It's tropical. But yeah, this has this takes me back to like old school West Coast IPAs. Unless, I mean, it could just be the date. Like it could be, I don't know. Like I said, it's smudged, so I don't know how old this is. Daniel sent this like 3-ish weeks ago, so. But it's bready, like it's bready and sweet, a little bit of caramel. But yeah, it's hoppy, it's earthy, it's dank, sprucey. But it's got a cool, like, tropical note to it. Maybe, like, yeah, honeydew melon. What's the green one? One of those. Let's go and taste it. Daniel, cheers. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's old school West Coast IPA. I love it. I love the sweetness of this. It's weird saying that because these days, like, so many people are into, like, they want hop forward beers. They want, like, I mean, a lot of people want hazy, juicy IPAs. This has a cool, I mean, it doesn't look like they're using caramel malts. Obviously, it's got like a sunshiny yellow color to it. But this tastes like those old school, like Avery Maharaja, even Bell's Two Hearted. Like there's that sweet, bready, malty backbone to this, which is, I love it. Like this is something completely different. It's citrusy. It's sweet. Yeah, there's like it's melon, like honeydew melon, like the green melon. Honeysuckle, I don't know what honeysuckle is. It's a flower. I don't know what that smells or tastes like. I can't say honeysuckle. But yeah, a good amount of like hop bite, but they're like that sweetness, just like, this is, like I said, it's so different than everything that we're drinking these days. And it's kind of one of those time machine beers. Like this takes you back to when we were drinking IPAs back in the day. This reminds me more of like an East Coast IPA with that sweetness, the breadiness. Plenty of hops to it still. And a good amount of like, you know, citrus, earthy, like sprucey, pine needle-y thing. But that like bready sweetness is rad. I mean, is this something that's like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest beer ever? No, but this is one of those beers to where like if somebody was getting into IPAs these days and they were drinking like hazy beers or these new school West Coast beers, you could give them this and be like, dude, this is what IPAs used to be. This is something to where if I was at a baseball game and this is something that was offered, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll drink this the entire time I'm watching the game. So, like I said, nothing that's going to like blow your mind, nothing that's like crazy, but this is one of those old school beers that like brings you back to a cool time where you weren't chasing beer. You were just like, oh, craft beer is fun. Like these days it can get like crazy and, you know, the whole people are naming beers ISO/FT, like all that stuff. Like this is back when beer was like simple and you were like, hey, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy whatever hoppy beer is there and that's what I'm going to drink. And that's what this is. This is something I'm sure you're sitting at a game, especially this one. Like you're at Dodger Stadium, you're eating Dodger dogs, you're drinking this beer, you're stoked. Like it's an easy drinking, super clean 6.5% IPA that brings you back to a simple time of beer. So we'll leave it at that. So that's Blue Heaven from Topa, right? Topa. I hope I'm saying that right. Topa in Ventura. Good stuff. I love checking out new breweries. Daniel, I appreciate you sharing this one. So it'll be fun to see if anybody, like, you know, how many people watch this, they comment on it. If you guys are drinking these beers, I don't know. We'll see. So that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.